I will. I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Chandrasekharan. Mr. Chandrasekharan actually runs a startup called Vatsan Envirotech, and they are making natural water purifiers without electricity, wastage of water, or maintenance. When we all of us are talking about a water shortage, I think Mr. Chandrasekharan has some insights that all of us could benefit from. Mr. Chandrasekharan, over to you for your journey.
Yeah, thanks for that brief and nice introduction. It is WADSAN. As the whole world knows, it is the short form of water and sanitation, the two basic essential things. Yeah, WADSAN means water and sanitation, the two basic essentials what the whole world needs. And again, the shortage of water is such a stark issue. In India, the reality is even though pipelines are laid up to the villages, the water which comes out through the pipelines are not really good, not potable. So, and another big issue is arsenic, fluoride. These are all big lethal killers. Arsenic gives you cancer, fluoride eats away your bone and teeth, and no RO company or no water company has addressed region-specific water anomalies. We are the only company in the world, I am proud to say, as a social enterprise, bootstrapped without any big bank loan or anything. We have reached more than 3.5 lakh households across the country, and our water filter is the only water filter having the accreditation and the logos of Department of Science and Technology, CSIR, CPET for the food grade plastics, and IIT Madras and IIT Jodhpur for the various collaborations we had for taking it to the mass, because labs normally have small test level accreditation for their arsenic removal and fluoride removal, whereas I, being a plastic engineer and with 30 years of experience and a UNIDO consultant and plethora of national awards, we have been able to reach out to all these people with a stark difference without traders or dealers at the lowest price. Like our standalone water filters cost only 1,000 rupees, whereas the arsenic and the fluoride variants cost 2,000 rupees basic. And another big anomaly is GST. In GST, in the GST lexicon, there is no word called water purifier or water filter. It is sold under the industrial grade under water, liquid and gas purification system. And still we are reaching out to these people paying 18% to the great government's GST lexicon. And with this, I want to also tell you, we are the only company that converted this into an automation process. Recently, we gave it to Swiggy. And in Wagah border and BSF Kargil border, our BSF Jawans are drinking Vatsan water. So our next mile is to reach out to all the states. We want to have one change maker in every state. At least they sell 1,000 water purifiers, the standalone water purifiers to the last mile, so that we can reach out to them and have one representative who can address to them immediately within 24 hours. For that milestone, we need 5 crores of rupees. We are already in profit. We clocked last year 2 crore turnover. We are in profit for the past 3 consecutive years. Big players like WaterAid and World Vision India are our regular buyers. They buy in bulk and give it to the BPL families and to the Anganwadi schools and whatnot. Even in Corona, we are not retrenched anybody. Our complete workforce is 99% women who are from the first generation BPL families and from the scheduled tribes with whom we are doing this natural clay candle, which has nanopores. These nanopores don't allow the contaminants to pass through, but only allow water to pass through. And fluoride and arsenic are add-ons. You just add it along with the filter and that's it. So no water wastage, no electricity, and that's Vatsan for you. If you want to see anything further, you can go to www.vatsan. It is not Watson, neither the DNA specialist or Sherlock Holmes assistant. It is vatsan.in. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chandrasekharan. To hear you about speaking of water filters that can take clean water to smaller families, make it more affordable. It was good to hear about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any questions?
No, there are no. So this is you hear it out. Please put open mic in your event desk so that people who need to network with you can contact you and take your questions there.
Yeah. Thank you.
So our next speaker is Ram Naresh Gurumandla, who is from TAT Capital, Australia. He is a growth equity advisor and is here to encourage startups to look beyond the shores of India and look at Australia as a market where they can look at exploring expansion and other ideas. Ram Naresh, over to you.
Thank you, Ekta, and thank you, Thai Global Summit, for providing me an opportunity to interact with global Indian startups founded by many Indian entrepreneurs across the world. First of all, a welcome to all of you. And as Ekta pointed out, Tat Capital is a 7-year-old corporate finance advisory firm primarily set up to provide mid-market growing and scale-up companies an opportunity to expand across Australia, New Zealand, and Indian subcontinent, either using a corporate finance instrument in terms of potentially raising capital or potentially engaging in a cross-border M&A activity, or even considering listing your growing company on Australian Stock Exchange. So Tat Capital over the last 7 years have raised more than $250 million through our family office network, which spans across the Asia Pacific and private equity venture capital investor groups across the world. So we have close to 350 family offices that we take growing investment ideas mainly across tech and tech-enabled companies, and fund them not only with a financial capital, potentially use these family offices that we have access to provide much needed strategic access to the markets that they're aiming to grow. Asia Pac is an important segment in the world economy today, and more specifically, India is a equalizer in the current environment with the growing geopolitical tensions with our greater neighbor that most other developed nations are currently going through. Hence, Tat Capital's vision around ensuring growing mid-market Indian companies or Indian entrepreneurs founded companies to shine across the family office network and private equity groups is a much needed equalizer to bring about a significant change. And as far as Australia and New Zealand is concerned, most Indian tech companies and tech-enabled companies that is founded by Indian entrepreneurs have very little exposure till date. Australia has a pretty deep pool in terms of capital markets. There is a significant amount of institutional investor money available in this market. And you will all be hearing from me and a team of experts tomorrow at 11 a.m. India time, a detailed 60-minute workshop on potentially step-by-step process to list your companies on Australian Stock Exchange. We will have the representatives from Australian Stock Exchange and a panel of experts across Australia and India that we have put together to help you guys understand the IPO process for considering your companies to list there. So I hope to interact with all of you over the next 2 days, and I hope you all are enjoying the Thai Global Summit as much as I am. Thank you, and looking forward to interacting with you both online and offline.
Thank you.